The Transformers, more than meets the eye. The Transformers.
Take it easy, and I'll have you fixed up in no time flat. Can you transform, Blades?
I'll try. Do what you have to, first aid. I can take it.
I couldn't stop Swindle from taking the transforming cog. I wanted to, but I blew it.
Everyone knows how you feel about fighting. I'm sure you did your best.
But it doesn't change anything. I don't fit in with the rest of you. I'm not a fighter. I'm leaving.
Hey guys, welcome back for today's video, which will be the transformation and review video for First Aid. Which I've mentioned before, they took some liberties in the design of the car. And what I noticed from the get-go when I unboxed it is that this little lid here doesn't close up properly all the way. And you see some kibble underneath it. You can probably turn the face around a little bit. And you see his feet here. The transformation is probably going to be sort of the same as Streetwise's. And yeah, let me just get into it and do the final verdict of the robots and the vehicle modes on this set. Let me just change the camera angle for you guys. This should probably do it. And let me see if I can already open up a lid somewhere. Get some kind of an entry point. There is some movement here at the door, but it doesn't seem to be going all the way. Can move something here. I'm just gonna force this a little bit and see what that gives me. So I'm probably supposed to open this and then open the arms, move the arms out of the way. But I'm thinking that maybe this part should be take it out of the way first. Can't really pull on it. It's probably gonna have to open up somehow, but I can't really find a way to do that. There's some movement here. Okay, so there we go. So you might have to move the arms out of the way a little bit to get to separate the hood. And yeah, let me just go ahead and try and transform this for you guys. Okay guys, so I guess this will have to do. I'm probably the most lost with this guy's transformation out of all of the other guys. The legs are a little bit weird, like you can pull them out just the same as with most of the other guys, I guess, but it doesn't lock into place right here. I mean, it falls into it, but it doesn't give you a click or anything, so it's not stable. And there is this little square indent right here and a little piece right here which does fit in there, like width-wise but not height-wise. So I'm not sure if that's actually the way it's supposed to go, but it does sort of give you the most stability on the legs. But he becomes a lot shorter because of that, and I don't think I like it that much. So I probably prefer having the legs stretched out like this, but they're probably gonna have to be like that. But I'm not a big fan of that. So because he becomes really short that way, so I'm pretty sure he has to be like this, but there's no, it just doesn't lock into place, and it leaves a lot of empty space right here. There's hardly any movement on the fist because of the panel right here, basically the same as Blades had. And there's a huge backpack kibble on the back with a lot of holes right there. So I think I might actually like this one the least out of the full set, which I was not expecting, to be honest. I mean, if you hold him like this, he does look cool. He does look the part being first aid, but he's just not stable or anything, so that's too bad. Luckily I'll be using him as an arm for Defensor, so that should not be a problem for me, but I'll look into this to see what the actual transformation is supposed to be like. But just be wary of the fact that he won't be that stable if you stretch out his legs, which is sad because he does look pretty cool, apart from the instability and the huge backpack with the big gaping holes in his legs and in his backpack. He does have the same translucent visor as the other guys do, with a translucent backside, and his face sculpt looks like this. Movability wise of the head, turns around 360, hardly any movement forwards, backwards or sideways. The same ball joints as with the other smaller guys, ratchet on the elbow, single ratchet, no twisting arms, open and close grip, same as the other small guys got. He's got a torso twist right here, no crunch, no back crunch, no F crunch. The same mechanisms on the legs as the other guys do. Single jointed knee, and it's not on a ratchet. The other guys had a ratchet here, and you can't really move his legs sideways all the way to 180 degrees, more like 90 degrees. Thigh swivel, kick to the front, all the way and to the back. Almost 180, not really 180, but almost 180. No toe dip, and even this doesn't lock into place. So maybe am I doing this right? I think there's no other way to do this, to be honest. But I'm probably missing something here. But yeah, he does look cool, I gotta say, but it doesn't feel like a finished product or anything, like there's stuff missing or something. But regardless of that, I'm just gonna use it as an arm for Defensor and be content with it, I guess. It was a cheap set, like 120, 130 euros for the full set, which is pretty cheap for a combiner. There are some minor letdowns on these guys. I'm just gonna change the camera angle again. I mean, I can't even get him to stand up straight unless I put his legs in a weird kind of way. But yeah, let me just change the camera and go back. Yeah, I mean, those legs just have to be stretched out like this. I mean, he's too short if you don't do that. But yeah, stability is a big issue with this guy. It's too bad because he does look pretty cool, so it's really too bad. So yeah, 120, 130 euros, 120, 130 euros for the full set, 5 robots. They do look pretty cool. They are the PROTECTOBOTS, they look like that. Especially in robot mode. In vehicle mode, they took some liberties with the designs. They changed some things. Also on blades, I think, like I said, the cockpit is supposed to go to the back, I think, originally in the G1 versions. But overall, they look pretty cool with some design preferences you might have. One of them is for hotspot, which I think they could have easily fixed. Like his torso, it looks pretty squared here. So if they made like a little collapsing joint right there to give him more like a diagonal torso, I think that would have looked a lot better on this guy. Again, I've said it in probably all the videos, they sound really cheap, but that is because of the wheels. They just sound really cheap. Most of the plastic is hollow, and they could have filled it up, but that would have probably been costly for them. Let me see if I can show you guys an example of, like, if I hold the wheels and I shake it, you can't really hear anything. So it's really the wheels which make that sound. Especially about filling it up and with the hollow parts in these robots. I can show you on this guy, I think, if I manage to open it up. You see there's a lot of hollow parts which make it feel cheaper as well. But yeah, these guys, they look pretty cool. So I'm very curious what DEFENSOR will look like when I have it in hand. I've seen the pictures, of course, and I thought it looked pretty cool. I'll be transforming these guys into DEFENSOR tomorrow and trying to make stop motion out of it, but definitely giving you guys some pictures and videos on what the guy looks like. Again, I think they look pretty cool. Too bad about first aid. I was actually having higher expectations than what the result is. I was thinking this guy would look pretty cool and I'd be very happy with it, but it's kind of a letdown. Not design wise as in the way the figure looks, but more like stability and ghibli. So yeah, that's the thing with first aid. I think I just said blades, but I mean first aid. But yeah, as a set, the robots and the vehicles, they do look pretty cool. So yeah, it's regardless of all the minor setbacks on these guys. Some joints are a little bit loosey, no ratchets on the shoulders, hardly any face head movement, no double joints on the elbows and the knees, which limit possibility options a little bit. But it's still a recommendation for me. It's for 120 euros, 130 euros. I don't think you can get a better DEFENSOR, if you can even get a DEFENSOR, because I think they have not been produced that much in this size. When it's combined, it's supposed to be like 45 centimeters, which is probably around 18 inches or something like that. So we should scale up well to the Bruticus and the Predaking I already have, so I'm very curious about that. More about that tomorrow. Thank you guys for joining. I hope you enjoyed this series of the PROTECTOBOTS. Yeah, it's a recommendation from me. So if you don't mind having somewhat cheapish bots, and you don't mind the lacking possibility options and the plastic which is hollow, go for this set, because I think it's pretty cool. Curious what you guys think. Let me know in the comments, and see you guys for the next video. Later.